Suddenly, it's time to call Laffingwolfe.
Oh, yay.
He's a man who does sunshine therapy, which is not to be confused with Sunshine Patrol.
A man that needs no introductions, but we gave him one anyway.
Do I call him Laffingwolfe?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is this Laffingwolfe?
Yes, it is.
Hi there. This is Tom from the Tom and Brian Show, and this is Brian.
Hello.
Well, good.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Good. Turn up your sound a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. We have a technician who's on mushrooms right now. But I know that doesn't go along with the the loving sunshine approach that you have.
Right.
You like the natural approach to
Yes, I do.
herbs
Yes, very much.
and creating health.
Yes.
What do you think of like echinacea?
Echinacea is absolutely wonderful, and I make it with garlic juice, and it's absolutely wonderful. And you know, the thing about echinacea is between 80 and 90% of what's sold is not echinacea at all.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's Missouri snake root.
Missouri snake root.
Yeah,
So that's
and
not going to help you.
Pardon?
Missouri snake root is not going to help you.
Not like echinacea would. It's an herb. It's a good herb, but it's not echinacea at all.
Exactly. Now, do you have any kind of aphrodisiac that you brew up?
Oh, yes. I have a whole book on that subject.
Really?
Oh,
Can you give our listeners a teaser of that?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be delighted.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now, the sex... Okay, I have a book that we give out, and in the back it tells the names of all the books that I've written.
Right.
And one of them is how to rebuild your sex body today.
Okay. Now, would there be an herb called Damania in that? Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Mania?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I sure do. I use that a lot. And I use that in a product for getting rid of that all women that have had menopause
Right.
need to take for the rest of their life.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, what does that do for them? It restores their sexual prowess?
And everything the way they were when they were 20.
Oh, wow. Does it get rid of wrinkles and sagging breasts?
Well, we have a program. There's a whole chapter in that book about sagging breasts.
Okay. Do you have pills to improve that?
Oh, yes. And improve the size as well.
Does he have a website?
Now, do you have a website that you sell these products?
Well, I have a website which is not very good yet, but it's improving.
Well, our website is not very funny.
Well, mine isn't very good, so...
Is that what it is? Notverygood.com?
Pardon?
What is the name of your website?
www.lovitaherbals.com.
Lolita. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. Now, getting to some more important issues, are you a Captain Kirk fan or a Captain Picard fan?
That's in Star Wars?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I love Star Trek.
Well,
I love Star Trek.
Which captain do you like better? Captain Kirk, like the old Star Trek, or Captain Picard of the new Star Trek?
No, the old one better.
Yes. I knew I was going to like you. Now, what about the herbs, the history of the herb?
Well, I'm an herbalist. And,
Right.
You know, my partner was John Christopher, and he was one of the best herbalists in this country, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And when it comes to herbs, I mean, like I have a program. See, everything I do is natural.
Right.
Okay, and I have a program that, for instance, that gets rid of arthritis in 10 days.
Okay.
I have a program that gets rid of allergies in an hour.
Our program induces sleep in about 5 minutes.
Tom, you need that allergy one.
Yeah, I do need the... Now, I want to ask you, do you have anything that will grow hair on your head?
Yes.
I have hair growing everywhere else but the top of my head, and I'm really embarrassed about that.
Okay.
Can you help me?
Yes, I have a program called Alopecia Aid.
Okay.
And that's for rebuilding the hair on your head. And it's not a simple thing. It would require a hair test probably. And
Would you administer the hair test?
well, we get the hair from your body, and then we do the test, and I make the products that go with it after to make it work.
Okay.
Because
Is that a liquid or a suppository or a pill?
well, it's a number of different things. It's about half a dozen different products.
Wow, that's a lot of
And
product.
we have to find out.
What does it taste like?
Well, it can taste not too bad. Yeah, I try to, if they're
Do
really
you have like
bad
a orange or grape or anything good?
yeah, well, I tell people to take something that like if I tell a product, say the product should be put in grape juice, that means it tastes bad.
Yeah, I've smelled some of those herbs, and they're not too pretty. They
Well-
kind of smell like a baseball team's locker room in June.
Well, I have a product here that grows right outside my window, and it cures 92 diseases.
Really?
Yeah. And you brought that up because it smells and tastes horrible.
Well, you know what? If it cures that many diseases, I would put up with smelling horrible.
Yeah, well, that's exactly my attitude. It's exactly.
Yeah, I was reading your bio, and you've been through quite a lot.
Yes.
But now you have a community that you live at.
Well, no, I live in the town, and this is China Lake.
But you're trying to build the perfect community, right?
I would love to. Yeah.
Oh, but you haven't done that yet.
No, I haven't. Well, I tried to do that when I was in Idaho, and it didn't work, so I canceled it.
Where are you now?
I'm in Ridgecrest, California.
Okay, and you're trying to build the sunshine community there?
Well, no, I haven't even thought about that. See, right now we're waiting for this law to change in the next few days, so we can start living correctly.
What law is that?
Have you ever heard of NESARA?
No, Sarah?
NESARA.
No.
Really?
Tell me about that.
Well, NESARA is a law that was passed in March of 2000, and they're not allowed to talk about it until it's announced.
Oh, really?
And this law, would you believe, gets rid of the Federal Reserve,
I wouldn't believe that.
gets rid of the IRS.
Well, could that be really bad?
No, it's really good.
I have a story about a man who made a guillotine because of the IRS and cut his head off.
Well, I can understand that. I think he was smart. I mean, the IRS, do you realize the IRS is totally unconstitutional?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'd like to firebomb them myself.
Well, I mean, this law gets rid of them completely.
Well, that's incredible.
And
Let's
this
get it
law,
passed.
It's due to come out within the next few days.
Okay, well, it's got my vote.
Yeah, me too. Big time.
So what do you... Now, have you ever heard of something called the chupacabra?
I don't think so.
It's like a creature like Bigfoot.
Oh.
From Puerto Rico.
In Argentina. And
Yes.
Chile.
Oh, you know about the X-Files
yeah.
team. What do you think? Do you believe in that?
And
Have
the
you ever
science-
had an experience with a
now, the
creature?
Bigfoot.
Right.
Okay, I'm more familiar with the Bigfoot.
Okay. Tell me
Because
about
of
your
where I
experience with Bigfoot.
Yeah, now Bigfoot came from a flying saucer and went back on a flying saucer.
So he's gone?
Well, he comes and goes.
Okay. Do you go with him?
No, I never went with him. I never had a chance.
Have you seen him?
No, I never have.
Okay.
But I'm really familiar with it.
What is your source? How do you know that he comes and goes on a UFO?
Well, I have a lot of knowledge, and I write a newsletter every 20 days.
Which newsletter is that?
On the Galactic newsletter.
Okay.
And,
I think Brian subscribes to that.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Brian, my partner Brian subscribes to the Galactic newsletter. Is Lauren Green on the cover this month?
No. This is the Loving Galactic newsletter is 8 pages,
Okay.
and I write it every 20 days. You see, there's a month every 20 days.
Is that on the internet?
Not yet. But I
Okay.
would like to get it on the internet, yes.
How can someone obtain such an exciting newsletter as that?
Okay, you just call me at 1-800-241-5748 and give me your name and address and a credit card, and I'll send it to you.
Okay. Is that the same number that you use for the herbs?
Yes,
Okay.
1-800.
So herbs or galactic newsletter?
Yes.